Hello, welcome back to the absolute cauldron of chaos. We are waiting on permits for the house, but in the meantime, there's a lot of decisions that have to get made as far as like choosing cabinets and specific inserts and all the tiny little minuscule details. And I have no idea where to start or what to pick because I don't really even know what I currently have. I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to clean out all of the different cabinets in the kitchen and truly see what I want, what I don't want, get rid of a bunch of stuff, deep clean the actual drawers and cabinets themselves. You get to take a peek and see what I currently have and a little bit of cleaning motivation, hopefully for you too. And I get to make a list of what I actually need, want, have space for, currently need more space for, which I think need more space for is obvious, all of the Halloween things. So I went ahead and pulled all my seasonal stuff because this all lives in a box in the garage and I don't want it to. In the new house, I want to have a place for it to go somewhere where it's not actually on show in the kitchen, maybe in the pantry or something, but a place for all these really cool trays to go. Because I mean, come on, skull tray? Why would I want this to stay in a box? I'm gonna show you the cabinet, do a little bit of the rearranging cleaning, show you the after, and then show you what is hopefully gonna be a huge pile of stuff to get rid of afterwards. So I hope you enjoy and I'll see you in a second. So starting off, I've already decluttered this pantry probably like a week and a half ago, so I'm not gonna do that today. However, I wanted to show it to you. So this is what it currently looks like. It's as efficient as I can make it currently. Obviously you can tell pretty much what everything is. I made sure that nothing was really put away in a bin or a box if I couldn't tell what it was, because then I'm not gonna be able to use it properly. It's currently pretty small, but that's okay, because right now I don't have a lot of like preserved items or a lot of like huge bulk things. But in the new house, that is gonna change. I'm gonna need a ton of space for stuff that I'm canning, at least this is the plan, and lots of bulk stuff and bulk root vegetables and all of that. I've taken account of what I have in here, what I want space for, what I need more space for, and sent that over to the designer already. And I'm gonna put some kind of inspo photos, like just a whole collage of them over here. This is kind of what we're thinking for the pantry and being able to have stuff easily accessible. Again, like the bulk things, the flours, the sugars, all of that, having a space for that to live, having a space for vegetables to where they won't sprout wings and fly away or mold and decay and smell like rotting flesh. They have to be stored properly or that's what's gonna happen. So I need to put that in the plan so that I'm not trying to retrofit something later. So the first place I wanted to start in is this area. So this is the prep area. This is where I keep fruits and vegetables, bread, all of that kind of stuff. It's where I normally keep my super sick Gudetama AirPods case that Luke got me. And all of the cutting boards, my big knives that are not able to magnetize onto my knife rack, which this thing is life-changing if you have space for one. My little tiny broom for the big cutting board up here, and then all of like the meat cutting boards down here. I know already there's a couple of these I can go ahead and get rid of. So here is the before. Here is the after. Now I do have one more cutting board that is over at the sink drying, but I think that this is perfect. I would love to have like a in-drawer knife block that these could slide into. So that's something I'm gonna make a note of for the designer, that I want one of those inserts in at least one of the cabinets near the chopping block in the new house. And these are, I don't know if you can see that, Kamikoto. They are amazing. Luke said they were really hard to sharpen, so keep that in mind, but I really like them. They look awesome. And then I've got a set of Woostoffs. That's what's up there. Do you want to help me clean? This is just a nightmare. This is just kind of a conglomeration of like bits and pieces for the blender and my KitchenAid. There's the blender there. And then we've got like ice cream stuff, an extra apron, the ice cream maker. All of this stuff is probably gonna stay here in this general area, but it needs to be organized. So I'm not even started cleaning this out. This is why it is so important to take time to clean out your cabinets. I completely forgot that I had these Pyrex. All of these Nightmare Before Christmas Pyrexes. I know someone gave these to me as a gift, I'm pretty sure. And they've got sick black lids, which I could definitely use on my other Pyrex if I thought about it. That way they're not just waiting on these. And I mean, why not store regular stuff any other time of the year in these? That is just awesome. I need to put these with the rest of my Pyrex. I've got things I don't use further in the back, things that I use more up here in the front. I've got a whole entire drawer that is empty now that I can put stuff in that I need accessible over here because I moved all of the ice cream stuff down to this corner. Back next to it is the case for the Kamikoto knives, and then all of the blender stuff. I don't know if you can really see that, but I think that that is perfect. On the island here, I've got a lot of seasonal stuff that I brought in. This stuff might not ever live in this kitchen because I don't know if there's going to be enough space. We'll see. I already cleaned out an entire shelf over there, but I wanted to have it so that I can make a note of it to give designers so that I can make sure that I have enough cabinet space for them to live when we move to the next one and not be in a container all by itself. This is the island. It is chaos. So down here on this side is all of like Pyrex glass storage. I'll have to move the light over here for you so you can see, but it's awesome because it's on a pull-out. And then underneath is a bunch of lids and then mason jars in the back. Over here is just glitch central, basically. So all of our blenders, protein powder, vitamins, medicines, greens, more glitch blenders back here. So I need to go through here and just organize this. Again, I think all of this stuff will stay living here, but there's probably a couple of things down here that's more like glassware and stuff like that. Like I don't really need a specific salad dressing bottle. I will just use a mason jar. This is kind of a useless one function product that I don't like to keep. I've got tiny little bottles for making lemonade concentrate, which I actually need to do before the summer is over. Taller tumblers, stuff like that. But yeah, here is the chaos that is before. And here is after. I got this pretty well organized. We literally have every freaking color of these shakers. I think that's awesome. That makes me very happy to look at all together. Protein powder, medicines, glitch, all of that perfectly there. I got the taller shakers down there. I think that's a good place for them. It's a little bit taller. Tumblers, that's like a dessert display thing. And then all my Pyrex, some of which is in the fridge getting used right now, but I think I have enough space planned for everything. All my lids live here now. Then I've got super big bowl, all of the like little lemonade things. We got a big juice slash milk bottle in the back, disposable takeaways for people if they come over. And then the big mixing or storage bowl down there. I think that looks great. This is like stuff that I've taken out that I now need to clean out and put with all my extra containers. And then we've got all of this. So these were semi-organized at one point in time, obviously. Actually, this one is actually pretty organized just because of these little containers. I think these are awesome. I got them off Amazon. And we got my funnel, smaller Ziplocs, reusable Ziplocs. And while I was cleaning this out and underneath, because that's where all of my like ball canning jars, excuse the absolute mess. I'm just throwing everything that I know that I'm gonna get rid of or rehome out here so that I can see it all. And then I put in that empty drawer all of the canning stuff. I think that's a perfect place for it to live. I don't use it very often. It's more so storage, like putting things away in the fridge. So I've got my reusable lids and all that fun stuff there. So we are gonna start working on this. This is the most used drawer. I use the scale for coffee and meal prep and stuff like that. All of the markers for our whiteboard are in here, note taking, all that fun stuff. I think I got this from my mom, which it's awesome to live in here. That way if I need to take notes, it's there. This drawer already done and dusted, so I'll check back with you when I'm done with this one. Should be pretty quick. So I swear this isn't sponsored by Glitch, even though they're welcome to if they would like, but it is literally all that Luke drinks. So we've got all of those extras here, magnesium, greens, scale, notes, whiteboard stuff. Very clean, very nice. Love it. Moving on. These are the easy ones. Let me pull the light over here so that you can see, because I think these are pretty much clean already. So this is, I need to do towel laundry, obviously. This is where all of my cleaning towels are. Got some microfiber ones, some regular like bar towels, and then I think I got these from Anthropologie in a pack, and they are just super freaking cute. I think I need to refold this one. It's not the same shape. I got some flour sack towels back here from my aunt. This is just normally filled with towels when I have that laundry fully done. This is kind of a catch-all. I could definitely do something with this. So this is pot holders. The other drying pad goes over here next to the sink, but they get folded up and put down here when I'm not using them. Oh, yeah, this is from a really good friend. It's definitely got some foul language on there. So I'm covering that up real quick, but it is super cute. I'm gonna stick that under these two. I don't use it as often. Yes, I do use wallflowers. I am working my way to finding an alternate solution that's a little bit better, but at this point in time, this is what I'm doing because it's better when the house smells nice. Sink grate cover that just lives in the back. This is a grill glove. I think it came with a set that Luke got, so I'm actually either might leave it in here or I might go put it with the grill. Gonna clean that one, vacuum it, wipe it out, and I'll move down to this drawer. Whoop. So I just got these. Luke won't let me put them up yet. He says it's too early. I am recording this on September 9th, I think. So it's almost time, and I am cleaning out the drawers. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang them up. But they're really cute. I think I got them at Home Goods. And I have a ghost tattoo for any of you that have spotted that in any of the previous videos. My nickname for my mom's side of the family is Boo. This drawer could definitely use some cleaning. So this is the battery drawer basically. So we have this huge battery organizer. I need to go through and put the rest of these in there or put them somewhere else. And then all of like the command hooks and sticky things live down here too. So check back when I've cleaned this one out. Command hooks, sticky stuff, all back there in a bag. Rechargeable batteries, extra batteries that don't fit in here. Woo, that's a beautiful sight, isn't it? And top drawer, these two we've already organized together. Moving on. Obviously there's gonna be stuff that is gonna live in another place now that I'll deal with after I'm all done. The last one is all Shabbat stuff. So Shabbat, Hanukkah, all of that stuff. And obviously I've just been throwing it in here after I'm done on Friday or Saturday or high holidays or whatever. And high holidays are actually coming up at the end of September. So this drawer needs to get organized so that I can go into the Jewish New Year feeling a little bit better. This wick cutter definitely needs to go in a different drawer. So I'm gonna start with that. Yeah, gonna finagle all of this and I'll meet you back here when I'm done. Alrighty, and then this is all cleaned out. I've got Shabbat stuff on one side and then everything else on the other. I will hopefully have more Judica as we move and I have more space for it, and I would love to be able to display stuff somewhere so that it doesn't live here in a drawer. Again, like the whole goal is for me to be able to enjoy the stuff I have, use it easily, or be able to see it more often than I already do. So with that, this is all of the glass fronted storage that we have. So I'd like for this area to look pretty nice. Obviously it does not right now. There's a lot of wasted space that I could definitely condense stuff, move it around, be able to use it a little bit better. But yeah, we'll start with the ultimate chaos zone. So this is all of like the travel tumblers or mugs or big insulated water bottles that aren't used very frequently, water bottle wise. And as we move up, it's all the same thing. We got a cold brew maker over there, which we don't really use that much, so I might get rid of that. And then I think there's actually space up there for me to put stuff. So let me go through here and I'll meet you back. Got everything good to go. Save some room for Luke's insulated mugs or like tumblers. I'm sure 3 of them are in his office. He uses them for coffee. Found some stuff that needs washing and got that all ready to go in here. These will go with the other coffee cups in the coffee area, which I'll show you in a second. And these were just a little bit dirty, so they need to be cleaned before I put them back up in there. So this area is way underutilized. So this is glasses. These are super cool Campbell's soup and grilled cheese sets that I got from Luke's mom for Christmas. I think it was this past year. And I have a matching set. Obviously they need like room to be, but I could definitely stack these plates on top of themselves and put these mugs on the top of just one of the plates so I have more room. I don't really know what I would put up here though. That's kind of the thing. It's like trying to figure out the workflow. Then we've got some mugs that need to be decluttered up there that I don't use very often, like random PR stuff. These, I believe it's Luke's grandfather or great-grandfather, owned a diner in Eden, and his dad gave us those little coffee cups and saucers one year, and I'm so excited to have those. I really want those to be like closer down to the bottom so that I can see them and use them. Then we've got a groomsman mug, shout out Beach, and another little, I think that's Black Rifle coffee mug that needs to come down so that it can get used. So I will pop back on here after I clean this. I decided to move all of the like drinkware that was split up over here all in one to here because I just decluttered and have a huge pile for Luke to go through to see if he wants any. This is staying, but all of this other stuff is questionable. And it just made sense for them to all go here, drinkware wise. And then I moved like the stuff I'm gonna use less up there just so that it doesn't get smacked into by anything else. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with this cabinet now, but I need to optimize where I'm storing everything, I guess, which obviously there's lots for me to go through. Piles of trash on the floor, other things that I'm decluttering over here. So once I go through everything a little bit more, hopefully I'll find things that I can move over to this area. So while I'm doing that, or pondering that, I should say, I don't think I'm gonna take really anything out of here. This is all the bowls and everything. So that's the bowls that we eat pho out of. I've got some ramen bowls. I've got like miscellaneous tiny bowls, which the one with the chip, it might be time for it to go. And then this is all like dessert appetizer place. They're wood. I got them from Target years ago. Shout out to Luke. He actually found a whole bunch of them because I only have one set and I wanted more because they're like dark wood, light wood, and black. And they're freaking perfect. They're awesome. They've held up really well too. I might go through them and see if there's any that I need to get rid of because they're cracked or whatever because they are wood. We've got big bowls, small bowls, big plates, small plates, and then my very tiny collection of blue and white plates and hopefully my transferware, which is like the technical term for this, I think. Hopefully I'll grow that and need more room for that sometime. So right now I've got my big Dutch oven, vintage glass juicer, and my roasting pan. I love these. I use this set a ton and I'm hopefully going to be getting more in the future. I have a couple different pieces. This orange set was a gift from Delirious for Christmas. And it's one of the best gifts ever. Definitely used a ton, especially this thing right here. So cookbooks, I could definitely declutter these if I wanted to, but I don't really want to right now. I don't think I'll declutter them until right before we move. That way I can know which ones I've used and I can try to use ones that I haven't used in a while. Bannetons for sourdough, which again, not gonna declutter. Hopefully one day I will actually have a sourdough starter that works and I make sourdough. Taco holders, life changer. We've got a platter underneath that is showing some wear, so I think I'm actually gonna get rid of that. Big glass platter up there, and I think I've got, oh, there's something up there. I can't see it, but y'all can. I decluttered up here. I've got a tray in the wash that's gonna go on top of there. And I've got my Halloween platters on that side. Left those there. I don't think these books are gonna fit over there and I'd have to move the shelves, then they would be uneven going across. I don't think I like that look. So I'm gonna keep them there for now. Left that stuff where it was, but while I was up there on the top shelf, found this. I don't know if you can see it. Fa la 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 la. These are my Christmas tumblers, glasses. They're not glass, they're plastic, but I have a set of these and I think the rest of them are in one of the Christmas bins. Brings me to one of my favorite antique purchases of all time. I found these at Golden Treasures in Summerfield, which let me know if you want me to go there and walk around because it's almost as big as the antique marketplace from last week. This is an entire set of the 12 Days of Christmas glasses. They are absolutely beautiful. So it's every single one of the glasses, and then on the back it has the verse for that day. So the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree, and I have all 12 days. So these have been living in a cupboard. And again, I love this stuff. I love a good holiday. And I think with this set of glasses that are plastic, these set of glasses that are glass, I might be able to fill up that side with like holiday glasses. I don't have any Halloween ones yet. I think I've got a couple of Hanukkah mugs that I might be able to put in there. I think those are also in one of the Christmas bins because they happen in a similar time frame. So I think I might, once that happens, so like in November, December, when I pull down those bins, I'll just add the rest of these glasses and my Hanukkah mug to that shelf over there. That way it's like just a fun place to look and get excited about the holidays, even if it's like January, because that's when I start wanting them to happen again. So I'm gonna put those over there and show you what it looks like. So this will get filled up some more with different glasses, but I think it looks nice when the door is closed. It's just a little bit of color. I might, if I need more room, obviously they can all go on one shelf, but right now, I just like looking at them. I can finally see them. And then my other glasses will go down here. I think I like that. We'll see how I keep it, but for right now, I think it's pretty sweet. Up here next to this section is big crock pot, tiny crock pot. Pretty sure up there is just open storage. This is all of my mixing bowls, overflow of cookbooks, some more like serveware and dishes. Got some platters up there, another platter. The cutest frickin' corn on the cob holders that you have ever frickin' seen. How cute are these? I am a sucker for food-shaped dishes, and these are just the freaking cutest things I've ever seen. Anyway, this is pretty much decluttered. I've got open space over there to store stuff, so I'm gonna try to finagle it a little bit, but this will stay mostly the same. And then over here, again, staying mostly the same, but this is just an area for super big stuff that I just don't have another place for it to live right now that is the correct size. So this is my cake stand. Then I've got a glass roaster and then a vintage carnival glass deviled egg platter that my mother-in-law got me for Christmas. So these all over here, just because this is an awkward shaped cabinet, but it's super adjustable and I don't really mind that the shelves don't match up since it's over here in the corner. So this is where that stuff fits. This is my spice drawer, probably a little excessive. However, I do feel like I should have more. These are in alphabetical order. I recently organized these probably like a month or two ago. Love it alphabetically. It's so much easier to find everything and know where to put it back. This is all of my pats and like baking mats and stuff. Got some skewers to check stuff. I used a bunch of old hair ties to roll these up, so I'm just gonna roll those up, put these in here. It's pretty much organized. This is where it gets embarrassing. Okay. This is a salad spinner. Could not tell you the last time I've used this. I normally buy like pre-washed spinach or, you know, spring greens or something like that. However, I know that I'm gonna be, hopefully, growing my own lettuces and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna hold on to this because it's in perfect condition. I just haven't used it. So under here, I've got two sets of like travel deviled egg containers. I know what you're saying. I don't need two sets, especially one that's 3-decker. However, this is perfect for taking cookies somewhere, and I think cupcakes would probably fit in it too. And this one, it doesn't have to be deviled eggs. It can definitely just be something that's flat and long that you need that area for. This is super cute tabletop salt and pepper grinder, but don't know if you know this, we don't have a dining table. It is a pool table. We have a breakfast nook table over there behind all of the mess, and we eat at that every now and then, but it's not a place where you would just have this out again. However, I will have one in the future. So this just needs to go in a less accessible area since I'm not going to use it until we move. These can probably fit inside of there. I know I've got empty space on the other side of that upper cabinet, so that's probably where I will put that. But then I've got my rolling pin, perfect place for it. I've got some room to move stuff around from this shelf because, again, the chaos, the absolute chaos. I've got lots of little ramekins. These are for personalized pot pies, but I think I ended up buying the bigger ones because it says 4 servings, but it's definitely 2 for us. Lots of pie dishes. I'm not getting rid of any of these. These smaller ramekins might be questionable. I'm sure that I'll be able to use them for another recipe. I just need to move this around to where it makes sense. I've got 2 glass loaf pans. I normally just use this for like banana bread and stuff. I have a different loaf pan for actual bread, which is way over there. So I could probably move some of that baking stuff from above the oven and microwave to over here. I have got a mini waffle maker, which can go away, a immersion blender, which is staying, a big waffle maker, which is staying. I've got a cheesecake pan, which is staying. That might be a steamer top to something I don't own. All of my big Pyrex baking dishes, and then the flour drawer. I need to vacuum this out pretty badly. All of my liquid measuring cups, a steamer. I don't use this and I haven't since I had it. Flour sifter, cake pans, lots of cake pans. Again, this can probably move over here into that empty area. Then we've got an ice cube tray. I want to use this for herbs. I think herbs and olive oil frozen in this would keep really well. Luke actually told me to do that. He's a genius. I've got another colander. It's in the wash that goes along with this one. And then just like mise en place bowls. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but you know what I mean. Getting everything ready. All the individual ingredients, that's normally what I use those for. We got this all cleaned down here. I put the cake pans in front because I use them a little more often, but I can still get over to my rolling pin. I've moved the ramekins around a little so that they are a little more accessible for what I need them for. They're not stacked in the pie pans. This area, pretty much the same, just decluttered under there. Got rid of that mini waffle maker and cleaned this whole area. No more flour. Glass loaf pans, my little herb freezer, little ice tray, all of my prep bowls and my strainer and my Le Creuset big pan. I love that thing. It works really well. All right, so under here is a bit of everything and also not much. You gonna say hello? Hi. You gonna help me finish? We're almost done. Almost done. All right, so we got splatter guards, the down vent for the stovetop, all of my cast iron, and then I've got my rag that I use specifically to clean the cast iron, a little cast iron scrubber, a lid to one of these big stock pots. That's where my big stock pots live. This is the space that's big enough to fit them. Got one that's currently in the dishwasher that'll go right there. So that's that area. Yes, I know. Yeah. Well, I'm almost done. Okay, so this is probably where I'll be doing most of the work. Oh Lord. This is my utensil drawer. It was organized at one point in time. Now it's not. So I'm gonna go through here, get rid of stuff that I don't use, reorganize everything appropriately, put anything in the wash that needs it. These are all of my pots and pans and lids. This shelf is gonna stay how it is. I think it works fine. I can get to things as I need them. I know it looks messy, but I swear it's organized chaos. And then some of my bigger or like quote unquote non-stick stuff is down there. So I will show that as well. Got this all organized. There's a couple of things in the dishwasher, but I've kind of left space for them. Moved all the baking utensils other than whisk, which I definitely use for more than baking, over into the baking area. Got all my single-use stuff that I don't use very often back there. Single-use stuff that I use more frequently there. Flippers, spatulas, pastry brushes, which I use for challah. Can opener, garlic press, peeler. All of my wooden utensils over here. I've got some more spatulas and another whisk for sure. And then all of my trivets, microplanes, yada yada. And this definitely stayed as it was because it just works. It's where everything is. So this is non-stick, big pot, small pan, another non-stick pan. And then last non-stick pan, this is the Hexclad. Luke got this, and honestly, I would rather not be using non-stick. However, this is the best one that I have found that I've used recently. Cannot recommend any of these other two brands. Stainless steel pots, stainless steel pans, all the lids. Lids to the non-sticks are over here on the side. So the last area, which doesn't need much organization, is all the utensils. And I organize this pretty frequently because I use all of this really frequently. So all of this is staying how it is. Serveware, like specifically big spoon, slotted spoon, fork, things that would go on the table. So this is over here a big roasting pan with high sides. And then I've got a flat cookie sheet under there. I don't really use these very often unless it's the holidays. This loaf pan can probably move somewhere more accessible because I do use that for sandwich bread. Love that pan. I've got my brownie pan up here. I don't use that very often, stays there. This is like a grill panini press type of thing, and that's gonna stay there because it doesn't get used very often. I'm gonna look back at this footage, I guess, and see what's up there. I'm gonna get on the ladder actually. Check it out. Might just be the vent for this. And then I've got the trash bags, easily accessible. This is the best yogurt, and it comes in this little terracotta pot. I'm saving these pots because I'm definitely gonna use them when we move to start plants or something, but got all the colors there. So all of this is probably staying the same. I've got a cleaner bucket back there, which I can probably move. And then we don't use those trash bags anymore, so I can get rid of those. But yeah, I've got all my baking sheets down here, which they are already good to go. That was a lot. I'm glad that you went on that journey with me. I've still got quite a journey left. I need to clean off the rest of the countertops now that I've been using them. This is all the stuff that I've got to declutter. So there's a couple, like I pointed out, there's 2 more things in there I'm gonna bring out, but that's a lot of stuff that I can get rid of or rehome. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've got some dishes, and I'm sadly gonna put these back out in their bin until a little bit closer to Halloween. Probably like halfway through this month, I'll probably break Luke's spirit and he'll let me go ahead and decorate. I am gonna go ahead and put these out though. Just be very quiet, don't tell him. He'll never notice, that's the thing. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I have a really good idea of what I have, which is less than I thought, which is interesting. What I wanna get in the future that I don't currently have, and where that would go in this kitchen or where I need space for it in the new one. So I hope this was helpful to you if you're looking to declutter or if you wanna see inside my crazy brain. This is a long process, building a house. We've already owned the land for 1.5 years and we're just about to start construction at the end of the month. So I'm trying to find things to do to fill the time in between then. And if I'm gonna clean my whole kitchen and I need more motivation, making a video about it is definitely motivation. So I'm gonna clean some other stuff now. Let me know if you want a video on it or not. And yeah, I really enjoyed being able to have that final push to really go through the kitchen and see what I needed to do. That way I can get the cabinet order over to them because everything's so backed up. You have to go ahead and order everything super far in advance. But I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you think I shouldn't get rid of for whatever reason, or anything that you think I should get rid of that I didn't take out of a drawer or off of a shelf. And we'll see you next time. That's all, folks.